Good morning, children. So, today we are going to continue the lessons from poverty as a challenge in class 9 economics. So, last class we have discussed what is poverty. Poverty is defined as the lack of daily requirements like food, cloth, education. So, these are the things. So, the basic things. If there is a lack, it's called as a poverty. So now we are going to see the causes of poverty. How the poverty is in the life of the people. So there are five major causes in the poverty. So one is the low growth rate, discouragement of development of industries and handcraft products, high growth rate of populations, huge income inequality, lack of land resources. So these are the five major reasons for poverty. So I will discuss one by one in this class. First, low growth rate. So we know we were under the control of British administration. So during that time, so they collected the many precious things. The economically they taken everything from our country to the country. Because of that, so we get the low growth rate because of British administration. So this is the first reason we got that low growth rate in economic. And secondly, we can say discouragement of development of industry and handcraft product. We can say this is the major historical reasons for the cause of poverty. So during the colonial government, they discourage the development of industries like textile industry. So in the textile industry, many poor can easily get a job, and uneducated also they can get job and earn money. So this is the easy way to earn money in the life of poor. But it was discouraged by the British people. Secondly, discouragement of handcraft product. Here this is also major cause of poverty. Why? Means the household people can easily earn money through handcraft product, but the colonial government discouraged these industries and handcraft products. So this is the second cause of poverty. Third, high growth rate of population. So if it is that one room, the room occupies 20 people, means in the same place if I get 40 people to and occupy, means how the room spaces, how it occupies the people. So this is congested space. Likewise, in this high growth rate of populations, where we can find the low income, there we can find the more populations. Can you understand? Once again I repeat. So in Tiruvannamalai, we are getting the low income for 100 people. So 100 people are living, and they are getting low income. In that place, the 200 people occupying that Tiruvannamalai and earning money, means the low income also divided into very low. So there is no development in low income in the high growth rate of populations. So we should analyze that space and also the income level. And fourth one is the huge income inequalities. We can say that there is a difference between the incomes. There are huge income inequality between have or have not. So in this terms, huge income inequality makes it difficult for establishing the government poverty elimination scheme. If a government wants to eliminate the poverty from the society, they would like to establish a scheme, but it's not apt for that both poor and rich. So we should see that inequality. So in the same place, one is rich, another is poor. The scheme is not apt for both the people. So it is a very difficult to establish elimination of poverty schemes in huge income inequality areas. So this is also the cause of poverty. And last one is that the lack of land resources is the major cause for poverty. Why? Means in the village side, we can say land is the only source for getting income. So based on the agricultural land, they can get the income. But here what is happening? The low level of agricultural income, which becomes the major cause of poverty. Some people doesn't have, they don't have land. For that reason, they cannot get that income. So the lack of land resource, because of that, they cause the poverty. Once again, I repeat. So low growth rate happens during the British administration, and the British government describes the industries like textile, and they describe the handcraft product because they want to sell their goods. For that reasons, they discourage in our country. And high growth rate of populations, it happen in low income area. So where there is a low income, there if you find a high growth rate of population, that is they cause the poverty. And huge income inequality. So in the same place, both rich and poor occupy means we cannot establish this poverty elimination scheme among them. So this is a difficulty they are finding in the government. And the last is lack of land resources. So if they don't have the land, they cannot get the resource and they cannot get the income. So it causes the cause of poverty. So the next topic is that anti-poverty measures. The government did that measure by the two things. One is the promotion of economic growth. Promotion of economic growth and targeted anti-poverty programs. First we will discuss about the promotion of economic growth. So as per the official poverty elimination schemes, they produce that growth rate. So during 1970s, the percentage of growth rate is 3.5% is the growth rate during 1970s, and 6% in 1980s and 1990s. So during we can see the promotion of economic growth there. It will help to increase the growth rate, and there's a link between the poverty reduction and economic growth. So we can say what is the difference between that economic growth and poverty reduction. If economic growth means, we can see here huge economic inequality. So in income economically 1 point is growth means we cannot reduce the poverty reduction. But if we reduce the poverty in the country, we can increase the growth of economy. So that's a link between poverty reduction and economic growth. So we should concentrate both on that. So targeted anti-poverty program. So what is an anti-poverty program against the poverty? How can we reduce the poverty? So for that reasons, the government started some schemes. So that's called the target anti-poverty programs. There are few programs we are going to discuss today. So among that, the first one is that National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. That is NREGA. This is one of the famous, well-known scheme in our country. So why it started in September 2005, and it started for the people those who are living in the village side, that were the unemployed people. For 100 days, it ensured that 100 days employment for the people. And firstly, in the beginning, they started 200 districts. They started the scheme in 200 districts, and later it expanded to 600 districts. So these are well developed schemes. And in the schemes, one third of the employment opportunity is reserved for women. So this is one of the good things. And the central government and the state government established the National Employment Guarantee Funds. They raised and State Employment Guarantee Fund. They raised the fund for implementing the schemes. So this is the first scheme which helps the people to get the job for 100 days. It is an assured job for 100 days. And second one is that Prime Minister Rojar Yojana. PMRY. So this is another schemes. So it's launched in 2nd October 1993. So this is the objective of the scheme is to create the self-employment for the rural area people. So the young people, especially the young people, the youth in the rural area, it helps to create the self-employment and it helps for fund. They give the provide the fund to create to start the small business or industry. So this is one of the good scheme for the youngsters, those who are expecting money or those who are expecting fund to start their own business. So this is create the self-employment. And Swarna Jayanti Gram Swaroja Yojana. So SGSY. So this is the third scheme we are going to see. It was launched in 1st April 1999. And what is the objective of the scheme is self-help group. So we can see this in that rural areas. So 10 to 15 members joined together and they started a group. So this is called as financially they support their self-help groups. So for this group, government also provides some credits. So to come out from that poverty line to that above poverty line. The government provided credits to rural people for that generating the income. So here is the word generating the income. So what is generating? So this is called as development. So you may study what is development is. Development is able to earn and fulfill the daily requirement. Able to earn. That is called the development. Here also, they are also doing, the government also doing the same thing, generating the income. So they are not giving the money for the daily life, but they help through this scheme, they help to generate their income. We earn money by our own. They are supporting people. They support to earn money. This is called as development. So governments go forward towards the development of the people. So we should realize that and we should utilize this kinds of scheme and come out from the poverty line. Children, so there are few more schemes we are going to discuss in the next video. So before that, go through this full notes along with your books, underline the key points and understand the lesson based on this videos. If you have any doubts, you can note it down in a note and text in the message box in Kuda app. We will reply. Or else we will meet you in that video conference call as soon as possible. We will meet you in school if it is that environments adopt as. So during the time we can discuss that in the classroom. Okay. Or else we can text in the message box. We will discuss. I will clarify your doubts. Thank you.